Thanks, anyways. I'm Bill O'Reilly, in the Weekdays with Bernie segment tonight. As we told you in the Talking Points memo, Florida Senator Marco Rubio did very well yesterday on the CBS program Face the Nation.
Aren't you going to have to concede, though, Senator, that maybe the previous administration might have had a little something to do with the bad economy that the president inherited when he came into office?
All right, so where's the president's plan? I've never seen a piece of paper with the president's name on it that's his plan to solve this problem. I've seen press conferences. I've seen lectures that he's given to the Congress. I've seen these press avails where the camera comes in and takes a bunch of pictures. I haven't seen a plan. Where is the president's plan?
Joining us now from North Carolina, the purveyor, BernardGoldberg.com, Mr. Goldberg. Now, I think Bob Schieffer had to ask that question, but because, you know, he's kind of a Texas liberal guy in the vein of Dan Rather, you know, when people hear it, they kind of flinch. What was your impression?
No, just on the question, it was an absolutely legitimate question. President Bush, he wasn't the president of Sweden, you know, he was the president of the United States. Fair question, great answer by Marco Rubio. Let me make 2 points, one of them political, and I'll do that briefly in the other media. If the Republicans don't put Marco Rubio on the ticket, they need to get their heads examined. Here's a guy who presents the Republican position better and is more capable of swaying public opinion, I think, than anybody in the Republican leadership. So that's my political statement. The media statement is this. A narrative, a storyline has developed, and it goes way, way beyond our friend Bob Schieffer. And the storyline is simply this. Barack Obama is the reasonable one. He is the one who is responsible, fiscally responsible. The Republicans, on the other hand, are not responsible, and the only two words they know are no taxes. Okay? This narrative, this storyline wasn't created by the media. Barack Obama painted that picture of himself, and his pals in the media predictably picked it up and just ran with it. Never mind that in the past 2 years, Barack Obama has spent money like Imelda Marcos in a shoe store. The narrative today, especially for the least sophisticated voters, is that Barack Obama is the responsible one. And that's why, Bill, that's why Bob Schieffer could ask Marco Rubio this, and I took down the exact question. The president has made concessions, and this is what Schieffer said, but I don't hear any concessions from people on the other side. They just say no taxes, and that's their negotiating position. Bill, that is word for word Barack Obama's position.
Okay.
Word for word.
But Rubio is able to, and I think he's the only Republican that I've seen lately. He was able to take the leading questions that the media is formulating and the perception they're trying to, and destroy it by saying, all right, even if your narrative, Bob Schieffer, is true, even if Bush did it and the Republicans don't give in on taxes, even if that's true, what's he doing? He's had...
Bill, you're
30 months.
1,000%.
Right. What's he doing?
Okay, right. And that's why I think, and I think Britt Hume was absolutely correct, and I'm glad you mentioned that poll in the talking points. That's why I think that when this story plays out, the Republicans may very well lose the public relations war. They are coming across as intransigent. And Barack Obama, it's a great irony. Barack Obama, who has been spending us into the poorhouse, is coming across as the one who is fiscally responsible.
Only if you're not paying attention, though. Only if you're...
Yes, exactly.
I said this,
exactly.
Right. The voters and the viewers who are paying attention, like the viewers that are watching us now, absolutely know that Marco Rubio is right on. And I'm not saying this from a partisan point of view at all.
Right, I agree.
That the president waited until the last moment to get this debt thing going, and now we're facing Armageddon. That his budget proposal was voted down by the Democrats. It was so wild. And Rubio just pounded it home and pounded it home and pounded it home.
But Bill, even unsophisticated voters, even people who don't know what a debt ceiling is. I mean, even people who aren't following this, they're allowed to vote in this country.
Not allowed to vote.
And when those people hear it, I think it could hurt the Republicans. Now, I think the Republicans, I want to be fair about this, I think they've hurt themselves in this. Barack Obama comes out with this really class warfare cheap argument about, well, the Republicans are letting the corporate jet owners get off with these tax loopholes. Why don't the Republicans at that point say, you know what, let's eliminate that, fine, eliminate that loophole. They don't do that, and they do come off as intransigent. You see, that's the problem.
No, I understand. That's why I picked Rubio today. I put him up as the example of this is the argument. This is it. And very few Republicans have been able to articulate it the way the Senate has. And the other reason that he will, I think, unless he turns it down, be the VP nominee is because he's from Florida. And the Republicans have to take that state if they want to defeat the president. And because he's Hispanic. He's Cuban.
I would put him on the ticket if he was from Guam. He is the future. He is beyond articulate. He is very smart. And as I say, he could convey the message to those unsophisticated voters in a way that they would understand it and sway their public opinion, which I think is going to be very important.
He also said that he would close some of those loopholes that Bernie just mentioned.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
All right, Bernie, thanks very much. As always, Reality Check on deck tonight starring James.